Okay. I had dropped my paper, and then man, it's been like taking me damn near like 30 minutes to get ready for this reading because I've just been bullshitting. Anyway, I'm not even gonna do an intro. We're just gonna get right into it. We're doing a reading on Megan Thee Stallion. And the first thing that we're gonna be looking into is, how does Megan Thee Stallion feel about Glorilla? If you're a fan of Black Spectrum Network, make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button. I'm going to start putting my cards face down just to take my time with them. Also, let me know. This is a very serious question. Do you all like seeing me shuffle the cards? Should I just ask the question and then just start the reading? Or does it feel a lot more authentic when you are, getting to watch it live like that? Anyway, so how does Megan Thee Stallion feel about Glorilla? The first card that we're going to flip over is going to show the present situation. Nine of Spades. So this Nine of Spades is saying, typically when you get a Nine of Spades in a reading, and we're talking about how somebody feels about somebody. I'm pretty sure you all know the numbers for the cards, but this is saying that I think that Megan Thee Stallion is not trying to think about Glorilla at this time. This Nine of Spades is a card of surrender and surrendering your mind. So this is pretty much Megan Thee Stallion being like, out of sight, out of mind. I think that she's trying to not respond to it. I think that she's trying to out-evolve this situation. And it's not like she's trying to and this, well, when I'm saying this situation, this is not assuming that things between she and Glorilla are actually contentious at this time, but I'm more so saying that somebody, we're fundamentally asking the question: does she have, what are her feelings towards Glorilla? This isn't a card of affection. This isn't a card of like this is not a card of friendship. This is you don't really matter in my life like that right now. I don't have feelings towards you at this time. I've got this card here so I can see what cross to bear. So right now, I think that with this Two of Diamonds being here, it's Megan Thee Stallion weighing. Basically this is saying that this is a transactional relationship. When you get a Two of Diamonds card, that's pretty much saying like you're looking for somebody to connect with, because of their skill set or because you value them. And this is saying that the cross to bear right now is that this is a transactional relationship, and for her, like Megan Thee Stallion, I think that there's a strategy behind it where she's trying not to respond to it, to rise above it. And this isn't exactly because she feels that she needs Glorilla, but it's more so that this relationship is transactional. This is a business partnership. So this may not even be difficult for her not to respond to. If there is anything for her to be able to respond to. So this is in response to her feelings towards Glorilla. Like this is an easy relationship to consider transactional. It's easy for her to surrender herself to that understanding and that truth. Let's see what she has control over at this time. 3 of Spades. At this time, she has control over the conflict. This 3 of Spades is saying that if she wanted to escalate the conflict, it's going to come through some form of art. She's not going to write about what she's doing. If it's going to come through her music from this 3 of Spades, it's an artist card. So she's going to respond in her music if there is something. And that is a pathway that's available to her, not just because she's a musician, but I'm feeling like if there is some sort of like beef between them, this is one that where her music could potentially it could potentially be considered like the winning track. Like she may be guaranteed victory in this sort of situation. But that's just right now. That doesn't mean that things might not change later if there were something to happen. But this 3 of Spades is a card of conflict, y'all. This is saying that like there is something going on. There is conflict that is brewing. I mean, if you look at this 3 of Spades, it's espresso, you know. So there's some adrenaline. Let's see, what are her ancestors saying right now? 9 of Diamonds. Her ancestors are saying let it go. Her ancestors are saying, you know, stop working with this person. Why are her ancestors saying that? Queen of Clubs. This Queen of Clubs is saying that they feel like Megan has maturing to do, that she needs to hang out with people that are, not saying Glorilla is not intelligent, but people that are more oriented towards logical thinking. Also, the Queen of Clubs is very judgmental, so I'm not getting a message from her ancestors. I don't feel like I don't feel like her ancestors are talking to me. But from the energy that I'm getting from this card, from this Queen of Clubs, this is saying that she has ancestors that are very impatient with people that they feel are stupid. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's the energy that's coming from that card. Like, this is a woman that comes from ancestors who are very intelligent, very critical. Let's see. 2 of Hearts. So there was a friend there. Yeah, I mean, there was a friendship. So I'm not saying that there isn't anymore, but there was a friendship between them. There was a genuine affection between the two of them. Excuse me. 6 of Diamonds. But still, like, this 6 of Diamonds is pretty much equivalent to this 2 of Diamonds. Like, the 6 of Diamonds is basically like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You help me help me make a buck, I'll help you make a buck. These are two people that if they were to be friends and they actually tried to work towards being friends, they'd just enjoy getting money together. But always, feeling like the other person owes them a favor. But they also, like, energetically, they work at 2 very different vibrations. So I don't really see how that would have been, how that could have been possible for them to, you know, be friends for the long term. Three of Clubs. There have been mixed messages in the past that she feels she's received from Glorilla. And Three of Clubs is a conflict card. Like, this is, we've exchanged words with each other. Let's see. Five of Hearts. Yeah. They've Megan Thee Stallion's feelings in the past, they've shifted towards Glorilla. Like, she's been feeling that things were off because of mixed messages that she feels that she's received from Glorilla. Keep going. Hit the skull emoji if you're enjoying this reading. Eight of Spades. This eight of Spades is saying that Megan Thee Stallion has felt like she's felt for a long time that she has to be on her own in the industry. So I'm not sure if I don't feel like she ever really trusted Glorilla, because she's always felt like people in her line of work, she's like, you know, they're always like nobody's loyal. So I don't think that she had an expectation of loyalty from Glorilla. Let's see. Jack of Spades. In the past, her ancestors have warned her. They've said that there's something deceptive about Glorilla. Queen of Hearts. But despite them saying that, Megan Thee Stallion really did like her. And she was willing to nurture a friendship. At least like an industry friendship. She feels, how do I say this? Like, y'all know how, like, I don't know. From Versus, Mia X and Kelly Price. You know, like, I didn't know that they were friends, but I found out they were friends. Like, I don't. Well, then again, that's a sisterhood, so scratch that. But basically, like, she wanted like a work buddy. Like, you know, I feel like I could have a cool little work buddy. Like, I find you funny. I really like you, but her ancestors have said there's something deceptive there. The Joker. Ooh. So in the future, Megan can move how she wants to. I feel like she's things are awkward, and this is saying that she has to prepare for another journey of awkwardness in the future. Five of Diamonds. Financial crisis. This is basically saying that this is warning for the future. This is warning her against working with Glorilla. But this five also represents fighting. Like, I mean, a five of diamonds really can represent a rap battle, in a way, because the five represent, you know, like, these people they have their skill. They have these skills and they're competing. So let's see what's in her future. This is basically this is saying that Megan Thee Stallion is going to try to get clarity. No, Megan Thee Stallion is going to try to make some things clear. If you get what I'm saying, like she's going to. I do think that she's going to respond in her music. Ace of Hearts. But I don't feel like this is. I don't feel like it's gonna. Is going to be subtle. This is going to be a subtle jab. I don't. Yeah, This is going to be a subtle jab. But this Ace of Hearts, I also feel like. I also feel like this is her. It's possible that this could create a new feeling. Like she could go from nonchalance to it's like, okay, I'm feeling a little something. Like, when you tipsy, it's like, I ain't drunk, but I'm feeling something. I could be feeling good. I could not be feeling you. And I feel like that's like a comedic side to her, where she's toying with this idea of being unsure what she's feeling, but she's definitely feeling something. And I feel like that's going to motivate her to get very clear about things. I think that she tries to laugh things off first. But that's because if she thinks about it too long, y'all ever seen that little meme of that white woman that's got the arithmetic over her face? That's Megan Thee Stallion. Let's see, Eight of Hearts. This is her ancestors telling her to stay self-possessed. Keep her poise. Also, her therapist tells her to relax and to release. I feel like she still sees a therapist, not as frequently as she used to, but music is an outlet for her. So none of this is really answering how she feels about Glorilla, because, like I said, from the Nine of Spades, she's not really feeling anything. She's trying not to pay attention to industry friendships right now. And I feel like that is spilling over into, all other industry friendships. Like, I don't know. I feel like the only person that for her right now, she feels like the only person that she needs to respond to if they came at her would be Donald Trump. Like, let me see. Anything else about Glorilla? She feels like Glorilla can go either way. She feels like she's like, Glorilla knows how to work, but she doesn't know whose team she's on. Like, she acts cool, but then at the same time, like, some of the things that she does are self-interested. That's what she feels that Glorilla does. What else does she feel like Glorilla does? Now, I'm not saying none of this is true. Okay? I'm not saying any of these reasons are true. But I feel like this King of Diamonds is Gotti. And she feels like Gotti or men at Glorilla's label are trying to create conflict, trying to create competition, that they are trying to make money by getting them to be in competition with each other. Space, 6 space. She doesn't want to move too quickly. She doesn't want to move too quickly to get too close. She doesn't if there is a beef, she doesn't want to move too quickly in regard to establishing a friendship. This is warning her to pace herself. This is saying that she could, because she has become so enlightened so quickly, that she could react swiftly. Let's see what else we get. Oh, the other thing about this Eight of Spades is that she's restraining herself from changing her behavior towards Glorilla. 6 of Spades. The 6 of Spades is it's a card of retaliation. Sixes are like, what you do to me, I'm gonna do to you. Like, I mean, the 6 of Spades is like, whatever you do to me, I'm gonna do it to you. But it's also a whatever I do, it will come back on me. So it's a karma card. So this is basically Megan Thee Stallion waiting to be in the right. So if there is something going on, it's like, I'm gonna give you enough rope to hang yourself before I respond. And this King of Clubs. She knows a lot. She know this King of Space is basically saying like she knows a lot about Glorilla. And I feel like she's judged Glorilla for a while for the things that she knows about her. Hold on, let me get some clarity. Ace of Spades, 8 of Clubs. So this is saying that she knows some of Glorilla's secrets, but she's not willing to expose them because I think in some ways it it not only disadvantages her to expose them, but it's also I don't know. I guess it's like, this is what it's saying. Basically, whoever, if Megan Thee Stallion said the things that she knows about Glorilla, she would be revealing who her source is, basically. She doesn't want to get that person in trouble. So it's like, I'm not gonna say nothing because that'd be in a way snitching. The Joker card. Yeah, things have shifted for Megan Thee Stallion, like in these unexpected ways. She's just like, wow, like this is what we doing. But also, like, going back to this King of Diamonds, she's like, I feel like her label is giving her these opportunities to take shots at me, and she's choosing to take the shots. That's what I'm seeing. I'm going to keep going with the reading. I want to welcome you all to it. I think that was a great little intro to the show. So we're going to be asking more questions about this Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion beef. Thankfully, some of my producers gave me some additional questions to help put some of this, put some of the potential beef into perspective, or to just try to see if there are any invisible forces shaping, these rumors about Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion having issues with each other. All right, so apparently it was alluded online that Glorilla was fucking someone's man, and that's why Lover Girl has a line about not fucking people's man and finding your own. Was Megan shading her? And whose man was Glorilla fucking, if true? That is messy as hell. That is so fucking messy. But let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. Remember, everybody, this is for entertainment purposes only. None of the things that I'm saying are true. We're going to just see we're just interpreting what the tarot has to say about that. Okay, was Megan Thee Stallion, was that lyric in her song for Glorilla? Hit the skull emoji if you enjoy watching Black Spectrum Network. All right, so I would just say yes, it was. This is basically saying that Megan was pulling something out of the dark with this one. With this being a 9, it's like this is like a deep secret. It's like, if I know what's going on. This ain't something that I just heard, but this is something that I know. Also, with this being like, if you can see this card, it says dead marked. This is saying that things between she and Glorilla are for all intents and purposes, like, they're dead. The grocery store portion of this is basically saying that there was a time where she really did like her from afar. But this is saying that Megan Thee Stallion feels like she's basically like, this, I could be a nightmare for you. That's the energy of this card. Now, again, not saying that any of this is true. None of this is true. We're just interpreting what a tarot card says. And we are totally okay with being absolutely fucking wrong. The Moon card. like I said before, things with between she and Megan, between Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion are really murky. This moon card is saying that the intention behind it is targeted at Glorilla, but it's so this is such a thinly veiled shot that it's just not gonna appear that way, like objectively. Like if you, it's there are so many people that could argue that, you know, a hit dog will holler. So if you get mad at that particular lyric, then maybe there's something that you're doing, because she didn't say no names. This is Megan pretty much being like, "Bitch, I'm Bigfoot. I'm the one. I'm the one that's stepping on. You know, you got to step up to me. You got to step where I am. Like, be careful. Be careful where you step. Be careful of the territory that you enter." But the other thing with this moon card is basically like, there's some shadow work that Megan Thee Stallion has to do that's showing up from this card. So it's almost as though the spirits are saying, the thing that the thing that you're saying about Glorilla, make sure it can't be said of you too. Because you might be so caught up in, in this fight. You may be looking so outwardly. Your vision may be so outward. You may be focusing so much on Glorilla that you're not thinking inward, and you are so the moon card, emotional. You're very emotional right now, and perhaps the shot that you're taking can also be applied to you. Maybe this is something that you've done in the past. The Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is her first time addressing her. From this lyric, this is the first time that she's said something and addressed something. This would be Megan feeling like she has to shoot back. Let's see, what other information can we get? Hit the skull emoji if you are enjoying this reading. Also, let me know in the comments, what is your favorite Megan Thee Stallion song? What's your favorite Glorilla song? Seven of Hearts. Betrayal. Yeah, this is a move to show that there won't be a friendship. But it's also such a light jab that she's like, if you step up and you come back with something, I might really respect you. Like if you come back with it, if you this is rap. If we gonna take shots at each other, we're gonna take shots. And I'm gonna take mine in music. If you really come back with something, perhaps I'll really be able to respect you for what you come up with. This Queen of Diamonds is pretty much saying that Megan Thee Stallion feels like she feels that she's in the right. Like she's almost like, if when I respond, because I responded, can't nobody get on me for how I responded. Can't nobody get mad that I'm saying something back. If I did say something, like all this other stuff, this other weird stuff has come out that I can't sit here and say 100% for sure is shady, but let me put something out there. Like if you fucking somebody man, then that apply to you. But if you're not fucking somebody man, that don't apply to you. Let's see. This Three of Spades, to clarify. Megan's intent right now is to be callous. Her intention is to not show. It's not to know that basically she's trying to sow seeds of division. It shows that she's intentionally it's like, I'm letting you know that I'm not really fucking with that, or I'm not really fucking with you. But at the same time, I see her desiring a response from Glorilla, but she wants something. She's like, I want you to come out in bars. Like, I want you to really go hard in some bars. I also feel like Megan Thee Stallion wants Glorilla. She wants Glorilla to like come back with some bars that she wrote. That's the other thing. That's what I feel like. She wants Glorilla to, freestyle over a beat, or she wants Glorilla to write her own response. The final things that I'm getting from this are that it's weird because it's like Megan's like, I said it, I put that out. If she comes back with some more weird stuff, then I know really, where we stand. But if I don't hear nothing from this, it's like you'll, if I don't hear nothing from this, if I don't see you moving weird anymore, then maybe we can start fresh. So this is kind of like this is at you. I see you. Now if we cool, I can own up to it. If we get cool, I can own up to what I did in the past and we can move on. But if not, I think that they're not gonna collaborate together again. That's the thing, is that I see that Megan feels like there's a potential for both of them to profit, but at the same time, she's not sure if this Ace of Spades is talking about like leverage. Like, she's not sure if collaborating with Glorilla is giving her leverage or she's getting leverage, but she's not trying to figure it out either. She's like, let me just do what I gotta do, and we'll see how things look in a year or two. That's how I see her handling it. I'm gonna try to answer these questions a little bit more quickly too, so that I'm not staying stuck on the same thing. But I just be interpreting. I'd be like going hard on these cards. Whose man was Glorilla fucking? Let's see. If it was true. If it was true, whose man is Glorilla fucking? Let's look into this alternate universe. Oof. It takes forever to shuffle these tarot cards. Alright. If this was true, whose man was she fuck? Ace of Wands. Woo! That Ace of Wands, if you look at this, it's like, and you talking about sex, it's like you sucked it off the bone. You took the meat off the bone when you finished it, okay? All the time. Two of Wands. Somebody that she collaborated. Now, if this is true, it's somebody that she's collaborated with on a song. It's a male. The Justice card. We're going to try to clarify that in a second. The Lovers. This is somebody that she's collaborated with that's in a relationship. They're currently in a relationship. They're still in a relationship. This is somebody on her label. We got the three. This is somebody that she's collaborated with. I feel like they may be on the same label, and this person may be in a this person is in a relationship. If this is true, if this is true, that's what I'm seeing. It's another three. Yeah. I want to ask specifically, is this somebody at the label? Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is the woman that he's in a relationship with. It has to be older than Glorilla because she's showing us the Queen of Wands. This Three of Wands here is saying that I feel like she may have caught her partner doing this. Is this somebody on the label? The Ace of Swords. That's saying that, I mean, this Ace of Swords is like, aha, you know, you're on it. Like I'm trying to say that, like this is new knowledge that's coming forth. So I do feel like that may be what I'm getting. All right, last little card. But again, none of this is true. None of this is true. This is all made up. Tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. But if you want a tarot reading just to get some entertainment, go to blackspectrumnetwork.com. We got the Baby. The Stork and the Book. Clarify the book. The letter. Somebody's gonna write somebody has written. This is basically saying that somebody has written like maybe a post about this, or somebody is trying to write a book about this, and they want to get this message out. Who the hell wants to write a book about who Glorilla was fucking? The Snake. Clarify the Baby. Because that's what's tripping me up is the baby. This is talking about immaturity. The Snake is talking about somebody treacherous delivering this information. You know what, the Snake could, you know what, I feel like this is what the cards are saying. This baby, the son over the baby is saying like, this is Megan Thee Stallion being immature. The Snake is her delivering this information, trying to get the message out, trying to get this memorialized in some way. And it's not, it's salacious because of who. Now, if this is true, it's salacious because of who Glorilla could be potentially having sex with. That's what makes this so crazy. It's like, ooh, if you just knew who it was. That's why I feel like it's somebody at the label that's in a relationship and the girl is older than her. That's what I'm getting from what the energy of this is saying. And again, none of this is true. None of this is true. All right. We just do this for entertainment purposes. And if you are entertained, hit that skull emoji. The next thing that we're going to be looking at, does Glorilla want Megan's life? And is she envious of aspects of her life or her lifestyle? You know, I think I'm going to pause This no, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at Glorilla's natal chart, and then I'm just gonna tell y'all what I get, and I'm gonna keep doing this, this reading here, but I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to let me know, like, shit, you need to do more of like those psychosocial analyses or whatever. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see, is Glorilla envious of Megan Thee Stallion's lifestyle? Envious. 7 of Cups, yes. This is someone being unaware of their envy. This shows up in a very discreet way. And we're gonna get it. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of some astrology in a second, and I'm gonna basically tell y'all what I see and what I get, and read y'all off the little report or whatever for Glorilla. But we got a 7 of Cups, which is basically saying that Glorilla does the life that Glorilla has. She's fantasized about. She's dreamt about this life. She wished that she could have this moment for a lifetime. Okay. This is also saying for me, what I'm getting from this is that she has these very powerful daydream experiences, and she has seen her life manifest as it is. At the same time, I do see that, in terms of her look and her appearance, I think that she does, the 7 of Cups is basically you compare yourself to other people. That 7 is saying, like, you're smack dab in the middle, where you have a high self-esteem, but you're also very critical of yourself too. And those cups are saying that, you have a lot of love for yourself, like you love yourself, but at the same time, you wonder if you could be more loved, if some of these things about you could change. The World card. She has, she has been a fan of Megan Thee Stallion. I don't think that she ever saw like the success that she has. I think this came very much unexpectedly for Glorilla. It hit her all. It's hit her all at once, and I think there are some times where it's hard for her to believe that she has the life that she has, and so she looks at Megan Thee Stallion as though you've already got your shit all the way together. Like, you're not putting as Portia would say, you're not putting your legs on one pants at a time. She hasn't understood that Megan Thee Stallion is still human. So for her, it's, I do feel like she has this romanticized understanding of Megan Thee Stallion. I think that she sees her as her peer, but I also think that at the same time, it's been hard for her to believe that she shared the same room with her. Not that she's starstruck, but I think that she's still catching on to the fact that it's like, damn, I'm really a fucking celebrity. Like, this is really my life. She's still getting acclimated to that. What I get from the 9 of Swords is, again, this is another, fantasy card. When you see it, you look at the surgery, like, you see this, like, this is pretty much somebody that's gotten face surgery. Or their head is hurting. I don't fucking know. But either way, they're in a hospital. What I'm getting from this card is I'm getting the energy of, wanting to change your appearance, wanting to change how you look. but also being hesitant to do those things as well. And then the high priestess. For her, it's like she knows she's like, I'm gonna follow trends. Like that's what I'm gonna do is I'm going to follow trends. I'm going to do what I'm going to do what works for me. I feel from Glorilla that she is always, the opportunities that are presented. She is an opportunist. She's going to take the opportunities that are presented to her. But I also feel like the opportunities that she takes are filtered through her team. And she, from this high priestess card, she has a knowing that her team is only going to give her opportunities that really benefit her and are really going to help her. So what if, y'all hook me up with Megan Thee Stallion ex-stylist? That's, y'all wouldn't be doing that unless, you knew it was good for me. Let's see. Got the forest, the anchor, and the moon. This is basically saying that Glorilla is so caught up in the fame right now that she can't see the forest for the trees. And let me say this, guys. I fucking love Glorilla. I absolutely love Glorilla. It is hard for me to do this reading right now and to believe this, because I don't believe it. Y'all shouldn't believe it either. This is just entertainment, right? It's hard to believe that these cards would be saying, if we interpret it this way, that this is what it's saying, right? But this could be completely off. Like, this could not be true at all. Anyway, but this is saying that someone can't see the forest for the trees. Like, they are caught in the fame. They're disillusioned by the fame that they have. So they may not even see themselves as envious or watching or lurking. Maybe trying to be someone that they truly are not. I'm not exactly getting the imitation, like she's trying to emulate or imitate Megan Thee Stallion, but I am getting the feeling like there's an echelon of that. There's either there's a segment of women and there's an echelon of an aesthetic that she's trying to embrace that really isn't her. I feel like maybe she might want to do something that's more tomboy. But hey, that's just what I'm feeling. I'm not saying that's true. All right. The Queen of Clubs, Nine of Spades, and the Jack of Spades. This Queen of Clubs is saying that it's the High Priestess card. She studied what all the women in the industry are doing and what they're wearing. And she will, transform her look and she will transform her look because I do see that she gets inspiration from those looks, from how it is that other women look. And the Jack of Spades is saying that it's like a card of cultural theft. So it is saying that there is a tendency, when this card shows up, this is basically saying that there is a tendency to steal art. To take art, or to create art that is inspired from other places, but those other places are never given credit. That's what the Jack of Spades would be saying. Like, this is not truly original work in that sense. Let's keep it going. Next question. Did Glorilla intentionally post that song by Tory Lanez? What was the motive behind it if she wasn't trying to be shady? Let's see. Seven of hazards. Yes. Like this is I knew what I was doing. Or at least when I saw it, if somebody else from my team posted it, when I saw it, I knew the implication that it could have. But that seven, this is almost like, but call it out, but respond to it. Like I'm letting you know that you have the opportunity to say something to me. I do get there's an energy of provocation that I'm getting. The moon card shows up again. The devil. The motive behind it is this. This Ten of Cups is I've dealt with you. I've seen how you move. I tried to ignore how other people have said how you move, but I'm noticing that you acting kind of funny. Like why is it that these people are coming back to me? This person's coming back to me saying that you said this stuff, and I know that you had to have said this stuff. And this moon card is here saying that Glorilla felt like she's been getting mixed signals from Megan for a minute. And this devil card is saying that, I feel like maybe after what I'm getting, the energy that I'm getting from this card is I feel that maybe after that get him glow, go mid, whatever that song was. If I think it had Cardi B on it. I feel like after that song, like there wasn't consistent communication on Megan's part. And I feel like Glorilla expected, she wanted the relationship, she wanted the continue communication after the collaboration. Like, are you just using me? I know you needed me on this song. It was a hit, but at the same time, like you ain't, you still moving kind of funny. And it's like your team put it together. It didn't seem like you really wanted to do it with me. That's what I'm feeling from this. We got the Page of Wands. So this is a display of immaturity in one's behavior. If we are to interpret this and to assume that any of these truths are true, or that any of these things said are true, or that any of these truths are continuous, that Glorilla was not being mature. Like, she knows that this was not a mature move. That this is not. It's almost like she knew that there was going to be backlash that came from this. But at the same time, I feel like she was trying to show an allegiance to a certain faction as well. Like, I'm letting you know that I fuck with y'all. Like, I'm seeing what y'all see. Something be real twisted about, like, her way of repeating stuff and saying stuff or showing stuff. Let's see. Can we get a little bit more clarity about the Page of Wands? Another wand card, Three of Wands. But this is also saying, like, from this Three of Wands, this is pretty much like I'm gonna try to get along with you in private, because like that's that fake shit that you would do. So I'm gonna do that fake shit too and be like, oh, I'm sorry. That was just my team. I ain't mean that. We're gonna take it down. But what the world really knows on the outside is that like this is a mood. This is a beef. Like if you want to keep shit weird, I keep shit weird too. Like I feel like that's what both of them are on, or that's just like how people operate in this industry, perhaps, where if you got an issue, you say that you ain't got an issue, but then you do stuff to show that you have an issue. I don't know. That's a little pattern that I'm seeing, at least with this that's going on. But it was intentionally posted. That was the motive behind it. And then we also got here where it's Glorilla supposedly liked the tweet that stated someone, presumably Megan, was upset because Glorilla's album initially did better. Was Megan really upset, and did it play a part in the beef? I had been wondering that shit too, because when Glorilla's album came out, I was like, wait a minute, her album done sold more than Megan Thee Stallion's has. I was like, she got the highest debut album. I think it didn't Glorilla like open up for Megan Thee Stallion. I was like, bro, that shit is gonna be the other way around in a couple years if these numbers keep going like this. Because I was like, I can see Glorilla like slowly, rising in terms of her star power, her celebrity. If she can make the right moves, like all we need is a Glorilla and Taylor Swift track, and boom, you know what I mean? Like,
so fuel my fire, take me higher, I'll be your liar too. Cause when we're here, there's nothing better than the skyline view.